Everyone keeps recommending free AI video generators, but when you actually use them, most of them are disappointing. Some add watermarks, some barely let you generate a video, and some just aren't worth your time. So I tested dozens of AI video generators and picked the 10 that actually stand out. In this video, you'll see their real results, their hidden limitations, and which ones are genuinely worth using. Let's begin. Before we start, I use the same image to test every single tool, so the comparison is as fair as possible. Now, let's check out the first one. The first tool is Vheer AI. It gives you 50 free daily credits, and you can generate videos up to 20 seconds long. Here's the result I got. At first glance, the quality looks decent, but after watching it closely, you can clearly notice that the character looks a bit plastic, and the motion doesn't feel very natural. It still does a reasonable job, especially if your main priority is generating longer videos for free. But if you're looking for realistic motion and better overall quality, this probably won't be your first choice. Overall, considering both the video quality and motion, I'd rate Vheer AI 6.5 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the next tool and see what it has to offer. The next tool is PixVerse AI. Once you sign up, you receive free daily credits that you can use to generate your videos. The interface is clean, easy to navigate, and packed with useful features. Now, let's check out the result I got. Compared to the previous tool, this one delivers a much smoother video. The camera movement feels more natural, the wind animation looks realistic, and the automatically generated sound fits the scene surprisingly well. The quality still isn't perfect, and it does include a watermark, but overall, it delivers a much more polished result than the previous tool. Taking everything into account, I'd give PixVerse AI a 7.5 out of 10. Now, let's see if the next tool can raise the bar even further. The next tool is Textideo AI. Just like the previous tools, it offers free credits that you can use to generate videos. The interface is simple and easy to use, but what really stands out is the variety of AI models available. You can choose from multiple models depending on the style and quality you're looking for. Now, let's take a look at the result I got from this tool. To be honest, I wasn't very impressed. Compared to the previous tools, the quality is noticeably weaker. The animation doesn't feel natural, the motion is quite stiff, and the character changes more than it should instead of staying consistent with the original image. Overall, the video has an artificial, plastic-like look that makes it less convincing. Taking everything into account, I'd give Textideo AI a 5.5 out of 10. Now, let's see if the next tool can deliver a better result. The next tool is Adobe Firefly. It offers free credits to get you started, and the interface is clean, modern, and very easy to use. One thing I really like is how polished everything feels, making it easy to generate videos even if you're a beginner. Now, let's check out the result I got from Adobe Firefly. Honestly, this one really impressed me. The animation feels smooth, the motion looks natural, and the overall video quality is a clear step up from the previous tool. Another big advantage is that the generated video doesn't include a watermark, which makes the final result look much more professional. It's not perfect, but compared to the tools we've tested so far, this is definitely one of the strongest performers. Overall, I'd give Adobe Firefly a solid 8 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the next tool, which is Pika Art. Just like the previous tool, it also offers free credits to generate your videos. If we talk about the interface, it's pretty beginner-friendly, and you can start creating some really impressive videos without much effort. So, let's see what magic Pika Art brings to us. Here's the result I got. To be honest, it's decent, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. The overall quality is acceptable, but the motion isn't as smooth as I was hoping, and some parts of the animation don't feel very natural. On the bright side, the free version doesn't add a watermark, which is definitely a big advantage. Overall, I'd rate Pika Art 7 out of 10. Alright guys, now let's move on to the next tool, which is RoboNeo AI. Just like the previous tools, it also offers free credits that you can use to generate your videos. So, let's see what RoboNeo AI has to offer and check out the result I got. To be honest, the overall video quality is quite impressive. The camera movement is smooth and the animation looks polished. However, my biggest issue is that it didn't actually animate the image I provided. Instead, it generated a completely different video, which defeats the purpose of image to video generation. So, While the quality is good, it doesn't accurately follow the original image. Taking everything into account, I'd rate RoboNeo AI 7.5 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the next tool, which is Wan AI. It gives us a limited number of free credits, but judging by what it can deliver, I think it's definitely worth trying. So let's check out the result I got. Honestly, this one really impressed me. The camera movement is incredibly smooth, the wind animation looks natural, and even the movement of the hair and clothes feels realistic. Overall, the character looks much more lifelike compared to the previous tools. The only downside is that the free version adds a watermark. Other than that, I really don't have much to complain about. Another interesting thing is that even if you run out of credits, you can still generate videos. The only difference is that you'll have to wait a bit longer for the generation to finish. Taking everything into account, I'd rate Wan AI a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the next tool, Meta AI. It's known for its fast generation and impressive results, so let's see if it lives up to the expectations. Here's the result I got from Meta AI. Honestly, this one is really impressive. The overall video quality looks excellent, the camera movement is smooth, and the animation feels very natural. Everything blends together so well that the final result almost looks like a real scene. The only downside is that the downloaded video includes a Meta AI watermark. Apart from that, I really don't have any major complaints. Taking everything into account, I'd give Meta AI a solid 9 out of 10. Now, let's move on to our next and most exciting tool so far, Qwen AI. You've probably heard a lot about this tool, so let's find out whether it really lives up to the hype. Here's the result I got. Honestly, this one is seriously impressive. The motion is smooth, the camera movement feels natural, and even the wind animation looks realistic. On top of that, it automatically generates sound that matches the scene surprisingly well, making the final video feel much more complete. The best part is that the free version doesn't add a watermark, so you can use the generated video straight away without any extra hassle. Compared to all the tools we've tested so far, this is definitely one of the strongest performers. Overall, I'd rate Qwen AI an outstanding 9.5 out of 10. Now, we've reached our final tool, and this is the one I was most excited to test. The tool is OII AI. When you sign up, you receive free credits to generate your videos, and it also comes with a wide range of powerful features and creative options to explore. I've heard a lot about this tool, so let's see whether it really lives up to the expectations. Here's the result I got. Guys, this honestly blew me away. The motion is incredibly smooth, the camera movement feels cinematic, and the automatically generated sound fits the scene perfectly. Everything looks so natural that it almost feels like a real video instead of an AI-generated one. The best part is that there's no watermark, the quality is outstanding, and it stays true to the original image instead of changing the character or the scene. Taking everything into account, this is easily my favorite tool in today's comparison. And I'd give OII AI a well-deserved 10 out of 10. And that's a wrap. I just want to mention one thing before we end. Every rating in this video is based entirely on my own testing and personal experience. I'm not trying to promote or criticize any tool. I simply tested them all under similar conditions and shared the results I honestly got. Your experience might be a little different, and that's completely okay. If you've tried any of these tools, let me know your favorite in the comments. I'd love to see which one worked best for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and support Nexa AI for more honest AI content. I'm Trixie, you're watching Nexa AI, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.